Lole-Taylor.
Lava, Mr. Chair. I'm going to take a very brief call on this part of the bill. I know last night we talked about Part 1 and 2 because I felt that they were very important contributing factors to the Part 3 when it comes to the caregivers and permanent guardians or special guardians for the children. So, Mr. Chair, I'm going to give a bit of a different approach to this. Three areas I really want to look at. One is the social workers engaged by child, youth and families situation. The other one is the cultural identity as in Section 5 of this bill. And also the suitable placing of children who are often in situation of vulnerability or risk. You see, there's been a young man, age 14 in Whangarei, that fell through the cracks of the current legislation. And I'm talking about the New Zealand current legislation. And this young man of 14 years old stopped going to school. The mother had lost control of guiding him in the right direction. And the grandmother has also tried really hard and was not able to provide this child with the right approach in order for him to get back on the right path. Both mother and the grandmother have been trying to seek help, both from the SIF and also from the police. So I was called to go all the way up to Whangarei to try and attend to this poor family. And what I discovered was that this young man started having his problems from the age of 6, experienced the issue from the age of 6. The young boy was faced with challenges, and there was no way of knowing what the challenges were. One would hope that this bill will address situations where the mother and grandmother can identify and pick up what those issues would be at that age. The influence of negative behaviour, aggressiveness and violence became obvious at that time. And it was at the age of 7.5 to 8 that this child's name became a regular name on the police records. Often they will pick them up, and where it also started is when the police have actually advised the mother and the grandmother that perhaps the child should be moved out of the family because he can no longer listen to his mother and grandmother. The sad thing in this situation is that both of the mother and grandmother are loving people. They really care about this 14-year-old boy. The 14-year-old boy, at the same time, was actually manipulated by other people. And these other people were very heavily involved in drugs, heavily manipulated by influences outside to serve their own needs. The system in New Zealand had actually failed to provide a safety net for people like this 14-year-old, but also for his parents. The education had actually suffered for this particular child. Education in New Zealand should be made available to every young children in New Zealand. Yet, this was one child that his own school in Whangarei could not bear seeing him coming to school because of the issues that the child had to create in order to be seen to be the man at the school environment. So when I'm looking upon this Part 3 of the Act, the part that's talking about SIF's responsibility and also the engagement of social worker is one area I'd like to put a very strong emphasis on. And that is, it is all very well for us to appoint and engage so many social workers, put a lot of money into it, and have to look at it as an investment. And I accept that there is a need for that to happen. But there is another fundamental part to this, and that is the area where it deals, or the specialised, and I'm really using that word, specialised area on cultural perspective. Because it's not... Mr Chair.
I call the Honourable Member Colin King.
I move that the question be now put.
No, I'm going to call the Honourable Member Sue Moroney. She's been seeking the call for some time.
I have. Thank you, Mr Chair. And